I was pretty interested just to see how the whole system works out, and just learning how the play is called based off the board and signals and stuff. So it's definitely cool.
How about having Grant Newsom involved, signaling in plays?
Yeah, we have the tallest signaler in the country, so it makes it easy to see what he's giving out to the guys. He's definitely easy to spot on the sideline.
Do you have them all down at this point?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we basically have the whole offense in at this point, but not necessarily using all of it, but we have it all installed.
What's been the change in the role of the running game under Josh?
I think there's been a lot more wide zones and just zone plays in general, not so much. We still have power plays, gap plays, but definitely more wide zones and inside zones.
How do you look back on last season individually, and I guess what are you looking to gain, prove, change this spring and summer?
Yeah, I thought last season was a little down from my sophomore year in production-wise, but I thought I thought it was good to just experience all those games and backing up Zach, learning from him. I thought he did a really great job last year, and I thought we worked well together as a kind of a tandem. So.
How has the line adapted to running more zone schemes, as you said?
Yeah, they're very good at that. We ran some last year towards the end. It was basically all zone. They're pretty used to that, and I think they do a great job at passing off blocks.
You guys said at the end of last year that the offense needed something. Do you feel like this is the something? You guys, it just makes more sense.
Yeah,
moving
definitely.
fast, being able to change speed.
Yeah, you saw, half those throws out there were RPO tags, so we could have ran or throw it. So, it just gives Shea options. We're never in a bad look with an RPO. They stop the run or they try to blitz, then the throw's open. If they try to cover throw, then the run's open. So I think that's the biggest difference.
With all the new stuff, does it even feel simpler on some level, where it's just you're taking easier? You know what I'm saying? It's not as complicated to get 6 yards in this offense.
Yeah, it's never really simple.
No, yeah, but,
yeah.
but maybe not as complex as it might have been. There's so much you guys had to do in the old offense to get 6 yards, whereas this one, like you said, it's a simple read and away you go.
Yeah, definitely. It's simple for us. I would say more complicated for maybe the quarterbacks. Okay. Just learning all those reads and when to pull it, when to give it. So I think it's definitely more simple on the receivers and the line in that sense, for sure.
How comfortable is Shea then right now?
I think, you saw him. He looked pretty comfortable today. He's been licking his chops all spring with this offense, just getting new stuff. He said he was pretty similar to some stuff he did at Ole Miss, so he was already pretty used to most of the stuff we ran.
What is it about his skills particularly that kind of lend itself to doing this stuff?
He's got quick feet and he's got a really quick release. So, if he sees that read, he can just pull the ball fast, get it out there to the receiver, and, he's very accurate as well. Not the most arm strength in the world, but, he's quick release, great ball, accurate. So I think that's why he's so good at it.
You mentioned that things are maybe a little bit more complicated for him. I guess, how has his job changed in this offense?
Yeah, you got to read. There's always a read player on RPOs, so you got to read. You got to figure out who that. It's always different. So you got to figure out who that is, and then you got to figure out what is he doing on that play. Can I pull it? Can I throw it? Depending on what he does. And then you got. He looks at all of it, so it's a tough job, but I think he's done a great job.
You guys had a little dependent on, I guess, defensive alignment or your play call or something else.
Yeah, mostly defensive alignment, and then just what the RPO play is on that certain play.
You guys had some RPO stuff last year. Is there a lot more of it this year? Have you noticed a lot more of it?
Yeah. So, last year we ran it once in a while. Never really took off, but this year almost every run play has a RPO tag on it. I would say it's probably 50-50, so definitely a lot more usage.
Did you feel like last year when it didn't take off, did you feel like, was there any remorse that it didn't? Did you feel like you wanted it to?
We just didn't have all the concepts in that we have now for RPO, so I wasn't really expecting anything, just trying to get good looks to throw the ball, but yeah.
I apologize for being probably the 10th guy to ask you this, but tight end and the spread, it's a different sort of combination. How has your role as a tight end changed in this offense?
You know, I think it relatively stays the same. You know, we're always involved in the run game, always involved catching the ball in the pass game. You know, I think what's changed the most is probably where we line up or the multiple, you know, formations we can line up in, whether it's split out and flexed or, you know, attached with the hand in the ground. So I think that's been the biggest change.
You guys are always in great shape, but the no huddle, talk about the premium that's put on cardio and really having the great endurance required.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's not as much cardio as you think it'd be because, you know, you get to the line of scrimmage, you get your